Hello, my wonderful Virgos. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing amazing. In today's video, I will be tapping into the energies of your love life. So it's going to be your general love reading for the week here. So pretty much whatever comes out for you guys. Okay, so we have the Ace of Pentacles and we have the Eight of Cups. Seems to me that it's a new, more like a very stable or positive new beginning, but it seems to me that it's coming in for you after a period of having to possibly detach from something that felt very impossible to do, or it felt very difficult here. And I'm also getting a message of like not being able to fully enjoy what's in front of you, or like a door that is not completely open because you're still in the process of possibly detaching from another situation, or just letting go of something emotionally. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to start off by seeing how you're being viewed this week. Queen of Swords. Okay. Then we have the Eight of Swords and the Three of Swords in the challenge position. A lot of swords energy off the bat here. Yeah. You're definitely in the process of detaching from a situation. It may feel very difficult, but mentally or logically, you feel like it's the right thing to do. You're being viewed as someone who's, completely detached, or, turning your back towards a situation because you've discovered some sort of truth here. Now, with the Eight of Swords and the Three of Swords in the challenge position, I feel like this is someone who feels stuck on you. They feel very stuck on you, or stuck in this, stuck on this connection, because the Eight of Swords is like a very stuck or stagnant energy. But it stems from your mental space. So with the Eight of Swords and the Three of Swords, this person could be hurt, yes, but the reason they feel challenged is there's some sort of negative or pessimistic thoughts that they could be feeding into. This is also someone who feels very hurt in the current situation, but they feel restricted in one way or another. Right? So Eight of Swords could be quite literally some sort of restrictions in this person's like 3D, or what's mentally going on. Like I said, if they're feeding into negative thoughts, or it's a case of self-sabotage here, or being in their own way. But there's a lot going on mentally when it comes to you and this person. But there's not really a lot going on physically. It's like there's more thinking going on, possibly even a bit of like telepathic communication, or you can sense that this person's like tugging on your energy. But a lot of, thoughts and thinking about each other, but not really doing, is what I'm seeing here. And as far as the Eight of Swords and the Three of Swords in the challenge position, it's like they feel stuck on you, but they also feel stuck in this connection, or stuck when it comes to figuring out their next steps. So the restrictions that they feel are being highlighted. How are you viewing them, Knight of Wands? You're viewing them as someone that you don't trust. You're viewing them as someone, possibly, or I should say, you're viewing the connection as something that was very, very inconsistent. But here's the thing, like, you do feel like there's a level of passion, there's a level of excitement when you're connecting with this person. And as much as that may feel good in the moment, when you start to think about long-term stability, or when you start to think about, wanting more consistency, or just wanting to build with someone, it seems like there's something here that you don't agree with. So like something may be, or I should say something was okay until it wasn't. So for example, in the early stages of this connection, you could have definitely felt like, you know what, I like this connection. It's fun. It's lighthearted. It's exciting. But then being ready for a commitment, your opinion or your outlook would definitely change. So the inconsistency was something that you weren't willing to tolerate. And I'm not saying that it's something that you were ever happy with, but I'm saying maybe for some of you, you were giving this person the benefit of the doubt. But what I'm seeing here is something that was working in the past no longer is working. And that's something that that's becoming very clear to you, but you're also being very honest with yourself when it comes to that very thing. I also feel here, Virgo, someone could have not expected you to cut ties with them. And this could be stemming from a space of like viewing you as someone who has always been there or who has always given this person, maybe more than one chance. But it's like you cutting ties with someone is most certainly something that they did not expect. We have the star card in your feelings. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, and we have the chariot Cancerian energy. Trying your best to heal, acknowledge what has happened, and move forward. Here's what I will say, Virgo. In your feelings, there's a very determined energy to move on from what is causing you to feel very stuck or held back in one way or another. So even if you don't necessarily feel stuck, if that's not the right word, it could be that there are thoughts of this person or things that happened between the both of you in the past that is causing you to feel held back when it comes to maybe exploring new connections or just moving forward and healing, this part of you or what this or the hurt that this connection caused. But I do see you feeling very determined to accept things for what they are and move forward. Some sort of like an emotional breakthrough that you're having this week with the star card and the chariot. So either you feel like a load is being lifted off of your shoulders or there's something that is making sense to you. It's some sort of emotional like breakthrough that you're having, which is helping you it's like propelling you forward, right? Moving forward or healing from something that you've constantly been thinking about or feeling consumed by. Page of Pentacles in your feelings and the Nine of Swords. Incoming message that is going to require a lot of thought prior to you responding. Page of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, like that could be a message. It could be a phone call, right? It's really not about how this person's communicating with you, but it's the fact that you're really going to think about what they're telling you thoroughly before responding. I specifically see you picking up your phone or checking your phone and then reading something and then just being like, okay, I need to process this before I even think about what to say. For one, it could be very unexpected, but for two, I really feel like it's what is being said that is causing you to feel some sort of mental conflict. And being transparent here, guys, what I feel intuitively is like this could be someone who is telling you something to kind of like wheel you back in or draw you back in, and it's conflicting for you because you are in the process of moving forward. You are in the process of trying to heal. So it's like when you're trying to heal from something and it makes its way or they make their way back into your life, then you become, in a very conflicting space mentally, which is what I see happening for you with the Page of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. It's like right when I thought I was moving on from this person, they're reaching out. Do I respond? Do I not? Maybe for some of you, it's what they say. It could be something that takes you back to the past. But I think the reason why you're feeling conflicted is you're in the process of moving forward and you don't want to backtrack. I also feel here with the Nine of Swords, like something about this connection that is really, or you're receiving clarity, or when you're receiving clarity on this connection, something that is coming up specifically is how worried or stressed you become when there's an inconsistent energy. So, like, you could be thinking about this person or this connection this week, and you could be, just being reminded of all the times that you were very worried or stressed out because you weren't receiving communication from this person, or you were having cold feet, but this person wasn't there to reassure you. Like, that's definitely resurfacing here or is being brought to your attention. Eight of Swords is being clarified by the Seven of Wands, okay? Three of Swords being clarified by the Knight of Cups. This person wants to apologize to you. I do see that with the Knight of Cups clarifying the Three of Swords. We have the Seven of Wands clarifying the Eight of Swords. And it's interesting because these cards are coming up in the challenge position, which means they're wanting to apologize to you, but they can sense that you are guarded towards them. Some of you may have this person blocked, or you've made it very clear that you don't want to hear from them. And here's the thing, even if this person is conversing with you, they can sense that you're doing more listening than talking. They can sense that even if they open up to you, you're not necessarily opening up to them. You feel some sort of discomfort with showing them your vulnerable side. Even if it's specifically this week, you're like, I don't want to know, I don't want this person to know how I feel. I don't feel comfortable with that, or I don't feel comfortable opening up to them about the things that I feel hurt by. And it's because you're setting a goal for yourself, or you're telling yourself you're going to move forward, but then there's this incoming message that causes some sort of conflict. It's not to say that you're going to go back on your word, Virgo, because I see a very determined energy. Although, I have to tell you the energy that I'm getting, right? It's definitely a message that's going to feel a bit conflicting. You're like, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect this person to reach out or say that to me as I'm moving forward. So it's something that it's like food for thought, right? It's like, do I want to continue speaking to this person? Am I believing what they say? Do I believe that I'm going to see a change? Or is this a message that is coming in to test whether I am ready to move forward or not? And what I see is someone who's like, I want to apologize to Virgo, or I want to heal some sort of hurt, but they're really up in their mind about it. And not only that, they can sense that you're not really going to open up to them the way that they're wanting to open up to you. So if this person was closed off in the past, but now there's an energy of them wanting to open up or apologize for being that closed off in the past, they feel like, well, now that I'm opening up, it's like the tables have turned. Virgo is going to be closed off. They feel like you're willing to listen to them, but you're just not willing to tell them how you feel. And that is something that they really want to know. But they feel like you have, closed that door on them, or you're just, not feeling comfortable with expressing your emotions to them any longer because in the past you didn't feel like they were being acknowledged. Queen of Cups is definitely someone who wants to express how they feel towards you. The Seven of Pentacles, observing or being analytical of what would happen next if you guys were to have a heart-to-heart conversation. It's like, if I apologize and tell Virgo how I feel, what would happen next? Would something change? And Seven of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups is also someone, excuse me, it's also someone looking at the situation with you and more specifically thinking about a heart-to-heart conversation, but wondering if that's actually going to be worth it. So it's like, if I open up my heart to Virgo, or I completely confess everything that's on my mind or on my heart, is that actually going to lead to a change? Is it going to be worth it? Or is Virgo going to completely shut me out or not respond at all? So there's things that they want to express to you, but they're also wondering, is it going to be worth it? Is it going to work out the way that I want it to? Or is it just going to be me opening up and then me feeling like I opened up and that was that, and nothing came out of it? Or nothing came from that situation? The World card in their feelings, and the Six of Wands. The Hanged Man. Yeah. Very contradicting energy here, Virgo. I will say that. Like, yes, it's someone who wants to open up to you. Yes, it's someone who wants to tell you how they feel, but it seems to me that they care more about how you're going to respond or how you're going to receive what they say. And yes, they want to open up to you, but they're also very concerned about the outcome. It's almost like if they had a way of knowing that you're not going to respond or nothing is going to come out of an emotional confession, then they would not do it. But because they don't know that and they're still wondering, okay, maybe I could change the dynamic. That's why they're thinking about, a heart-to-heart conversation here, but it's not the most certain energy. It's very contradicting. It's like, well, is something going to happen if I do that? It's not like I did the wrong thing, so I'm going to confess whether I get a response or not. That's not the energy that's coming through. It's like, I do feel like I wronged Virgo, or I do want to fix something here. But if I do this, will something actually happen? Because if something doesn't happen, then I'm going to be upset, or it could be a little bit of ego or pride involved here. And I'm getting that specifically. So we have the King of Swords followed by the Justice card in the potential outcome. Yeah, this is a case of tables turning, guys. And we have the King of Swords, Queen of Swords, Justice card. This could be someone that you've gone through some sort of like a legal separation with, or there could be some sort of legal matters that you're involved in or this person's involved in. But what I see in the potential outcome is King of Swords, Justice card, something working out where things feel a lot more balanced or fair between the both of you. But what I see is like the right thing happening. Now, this is a general read. The right thing could be an apology. The right thing could be a confession, coming clean about something. It could just be having an open conversation. But as much as like, even if you're viewing this person as, okay, they're not doing the right thing or they're being held back and they're avoiding maybe coming forward or speaking about something, I see that happening eventually, because it's not like they're going to be able to hold back for long, or you're receiving clarity, even if it's not directly through them, that helps you feel more at ease when it comes to the situation. King of Swords being clarified by the Hermit, Justice card being clarified by the Fool card. Yeah. Something happening the way that you want it to, but I don't really see cards of you reconnecting or wanting to move towards this person. It's like you're taking the lessons that you've learned from this connection and you're manifesting something new for yourself. And by the time you're receiving this clarity, you're also at a you're at a point where you're healing, where you're very determined to move forward. And those of you that are resonating with this message, it's almost like you've made a decision for yourself. And as much as you're open to hearing this person out, it doesn't mean that you're open to going back on your word here. Okay. So that is what I'm getting for you guys this week. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.